Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's subject is disruptor. Disruptor. So, for those of you that are watching my videos for the first time, you can go to roberthollis.com/free and get a copy of my best selling book. How is that working? Leaving the rat race and getting freedom in your life. And what we'll do right now is wait for Facebook to go out there. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, for sharing my video with everyone, and we'll get started in just a little bit. Hello, Mr. Jackman. Craig, thank you very much. Really appreciate you being on here. We'll see if anybody else jumps on. Melody Ryba, love and appreciate you so much. Hello, my beautiful wife, Terry. Thank you for jumping on here. I appreciate you. Hey, Kai. Hey, Marty. John. Nice to have you guys on here. And we'll get started just in a little bit. Hey, Daniel. Nice to see you. South Africa in the room. On the live, I guess I could say. Hey, Eric. How are you? And I see we're a little over a minute after, so we'll get started. So hello, buddy. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And the subject for this video is disruptor. Disruptor. Now, in this whole concept, I want to share with you guys that when someone comes up again, ideas, thoughts or things, and when you think about something, to think that there's companies out there that have changed the world in such a manner that it can never ever go back. It just can't go back. And one of the things that I first seen this is not only when the internet came about, but when you realize, with social media, but then some of the companies that have been just like crazy. Like one of the things that a lot of disruptors are capitalizing on right now is there's a very simple thought. And that thought is from J. Paul Getty. J. Paul Getty said, listen closely. J. Paul Getty said, it's easy to become successful. It's so easy to become successful because all you need to do is find a need and fill it. Find something that solves a problem. All right? And so the new generations that are coming about, their whole thought, as I was sharing this with my son Matthew, is I'm not sure of when the start dates and the end dates of these generations happen, but I used to say that there's a generation Y, generation Y, and their whole thoughts are, wait a minute, you get educated, some go to college, and then after you get a degree, you go to work for a company and you make it your whole entire life. You know what I mean? And, there used to be a time when someone would have a 40-year career that they could start with a company, they could move their way up, get a gold watch and a pension, and they retired. I don't know of anyone that does that anymore. I can't remember the last time that I heard someone retiring from a 40-year career. So as I started developing and sharing this business with people, that, the two things that they wanted in their life was flexibility and freedom. When you really think that people say, money doesn't buy you happiness. In a way, that's true. Because you could be making a lot of money, but have no happiness in your life at all. But that doesn't mean that if you have money, you're unhappy. So the world always says, hey, listen, you know what? So the point is why can't you have both? Why can't you have freedom, flexibility, and also you can have income, an abundance of income to do the things that you would love to do with the people that you love the most. And so, when I really understood this whole concept, I started seeing shifts. So when I talked about Generation Y, they probably have seen their parents or grandparents argue about money to the point where, they didn't even stay together, right? Get a divorce and all that. And so all of a sudden you're in this position where Generation Y is going like, why would we do that? Why would we follow a path of, get education, get good grades, then dedicate yourself to college, multiple years of college, maybe multiple degrees. And now all of a sudden they're talking about that people that are my age have like 3 or 4 career changes. That, by the time they retire, there's multiple career changes. And that happened to me. You know what I mean? And so even though you got a career, say like an athlete or whatever, you might be with multiple teams in multiple cities. Over the years, your generation changes. And then all of a sudden we got this new thing that came out, which is called the pandemic. And so I was just sharing this with my whole group. I had almost 300 people, 299 people on a training I did this morning for all the people, leaders in Europe. To think that have that many leaders on a webinar, and I posted that on my Facebook wall, to have that many people from other countries. Because now what they're doing is once the pandemic hit, now all of a sudden in this gig economy, there's people that are all of a sudden going, wait a minute. I want flexibility. I want freedom. I want to set my own hours. And so when things came out like Airbnb, allowing people like you and I to actually make revenue from renting, not renting, but, having people that stay in hotel and motels, they can stay in one of our properties. See, that is a way for people that have multiple properties or even one property to make some extra money and have flexibility and freedom plus extra money. So as soon as the internet came out and allowed people to be, affiliates, oh my God, you mean that I can be an affiliate for free and actually learn to market? And then bingo, wow, that would be amazing. And then all of a sudden Uber came out, right? So now Uber and Lyft, and all of a sudden this disrupts a whole industry. Now people got Uber Eats and they're driving all over the place. And guess what? They're doing that and they're using an app on their phone. They get to say when they're available, when they're not, and they can go use their car and their time to make extra money. And so this gig economy really, really is taking off now because of the whole situation where people all of a sudden had a pandemic. And people go, wait a minute. I can work at home. I can have this little gig, G-I-G, a little gig instead of a side hustle. I can have a little gig on the side. And so now you got all these things that came up like Fiverr. You know what I mean? You look at Fiverr and here's a bunch of freelance people that are technical. They love to do writing. They love to do editing, video editing. They love to do all this creative stuff, make logos, all of this stuff that you don't know how to do. And you can go to Fiverr and a lot of other, what is called freelance, and you can go out there and make money doing things that you're good at that nobody else wants to do. Are you guys catching this? So this online space of being affiliates along with all the social media, people making money from YouTube and people making money from Instagram and TikTok. And we just watched this global expansion. Listen to this fact. 49 million people in the United States are part of now what is called the gig economy. The gig economy. So now when you think about it, there's a lot of people out there that go, I just need to make extra money. That's not true anymore because there's so many ways to do it. I've shared this on other videos, but today you could go on Craigslist, you could go on Facebook Marketplace, and you could find out where people are giving away things for free. They're giving them away. or they're having giant estate or garage sales. And you can go there and pick up stuff not only free, but actually pick it up for little, if not nothing. Then you can go on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and sell it. It could be anything. So now you could sell salt and pepper shakers, you could sell cups, you could sell spoons, you could sell anything online. And people that don't know how to do this are doing sales like garage sales and estate sales and giving away stuff for virtually nothing. And you could turn around, get that stuff, and then throw it up there and make money. Well, then we talked about affiliate marketing now. And then the next step is, guess what? Now, all of a sudden, for years, 63 some years, we've had companies like Amway and network marketing and affiliate companies. Like I did a video that you guys can check out. Where Watkins, a company called Watkins. I think they're 154 years old. And it's amazing when you see this company, you still can click on there, become an affiliate. Now, marketing online, you got to figure that out. But, there's a lot of stuff that you got to do. But guess what? There's still people that are going door to door and doing little house parties with walk-in products. And when people see walk-in products, they go, oh my God, that salt and pepper, that steak rub, that all that stuff. Oh my God, I've seen my parents have that stuff. That stuff is in my cupboard. So if you just knew all the companies that have affiliate programs like Apple and Microsoft and all these, well, I say all this, that disruptors change the whole industry. And I tell people, people look at the disruption and they try to ignore it. And it's not possible. So what Netflix all of a sudden came out and changed the whole movie industry. So everybody was, you got to pay, you got to sell your stuff to a contract. One of the studios. And then after you sell it to a studio, now whether or not we can get the money for it, get the directors, the producers, the actors. We're talking about a one way of doing things. Just a one way of doing things. And then Netflix came out, and now you got Amazon, now you got Apple, and now there's the best actors on the planet. Listen closely. The best actors and actresses on the planet are now doing stuff with the companies I just mentioned. They'd rather do a special or a movie or a series, a TV, to think that a major actor, oh my God, you guys can think of a lot of them. I was trying to think of Al Pacino, right? Some people like that are just like mega stars that would only do a full-blown movie are now doing things on Netflix, are now doing things with Amazon, that are now doing things because the streaming industry changed everything. You see what I mean? So you want to constantly find disruptors in the industry, and you want to watch that. What about making money? There used to be the only way that you could get a loan is through a bank or maybe borrow money from friends and relatives. And now you got these websites that you can go to that you can actually share your vision, share your idea. And then people will give you money to be the ones that are first in. So it's like all of a sudden it's like Matt's on here now. Hi, my incredible son. But now I think was it called Matt Indigo? There's these companies now that are just doing movies. So instead of going to investors or trying to sell a script or a movie deal, these people turn around and go into Indigo. And when they go to Indigo, they sell their thoughts on what they want to do as a movie, and everyone invests in it there. GoFundMe. There's all these websites now that are called crowdfunding companies. So crowdfunding companies, thank you, Matthew. I thought I was right. So now if you went to Google and put crowdfunding, there's a number of ways that you can actually do that and now raise money for a great idea, an invention, or whatever. Then another one is a great disruptor. Me and Matthew talk about this all the time. Meta is coming. The metaverse is coming. And now all of a sudden you got these people where me and Matt shared this story with me, Matthew did, of this guy, and we seen it a long time ago. It was the movie with the stars, falling stars or whatever. Green was the author. Matt will throw it in here. So all of a sudden this guy was trying to get his movie and his book published. And so what he's just started doing is a bunch of funny YouTube channels, YouTube videos. They called it a vlog. So it went from a blog to a vlog, V, for video blog. And they were doing these short videos, and he built a following of people. So when he went to write his book, all of the people that were following him bought his book. Just totally, I don't need a producer. A publisher. I don't need a promoter. Just like all these movies, I don't need all that stuff. And he sold so many copies of his book. Thank you, Matt. The Fault of Our Stars. He sold so many copies of his book that when a publisher finally wanted to listen to him and say that we want to do it, John Green was able to say, hey, listen, I'll give you the printed version. I'll allow you to have the printed version, but the digital version, I'm not going to give you. And the publisher had no choice but to say, okay. They usually had the rights to everything. Future books, not with John Green. So then all of a sudden the movies, theaters come to him, and then it turned into being a movie. So I want you guys to hear that me and my wife, Terry, just watched an incredible heart-to-heart with Tyler Perry. And here he comes out dressed like, a persona of a character, Melinda, what is it called? But anyway, Madonna, or not Medina, yeah. And all of a sudden people going, wait a minute, this comedian is dressing up like an old black woman, and she does these rants and people like it. This doesn't make sense. And Tyler Perry said, are you kidding me? I have sold out events in every, Medina, thank you. I have sold out events at every open theater that I could do. So he was doing it like theater, right? Like a play, and was selling out all of these places. So then he goes to bring it to the studios, and the studios go, nah, there's not a place for that. So he creates his own studio. All right? So the disruptor I want to share with you is not only all that, but there's been a lot of affiliate companies out there, a lot of gifting programs, a lot of network marketing companies. They call themselves all kinds of different things: independent representative, independent distributor, IBOs, independent business people, all these different kinds of concepts. But what MBC has done is disrupted the home-based business arena. And even the compensation, I call it the best of everything, a BOE. So if you're an influencer, MBC allows people to get in for free. They can do nothing but just promote a link, an affiliate link, never ever buy any product, and go right to super affiliate. That is fascinating to me. And there's not another company out there that if you get paid 50%, say a person did 100 points, you get paid $50. Usually the next time they repurchase, you don't make that. You just make it one time. So Josh figured out a residual plan for people that are affiliates, that are good at doing reviews and doing videos and sharing their link, but they're not really interested in being a builder. They're not really interested in helping other people get to where they are, because there's sort of still competitive mindset. But then we have a compensation plan for the person that loves to build, like me, with 28,000 people in my group. I want to get paid good money, not over my total volume, but I also want to help other people get to where I am. and the company doesn't, what would be the word? The company doesn't circumvent them from me. Usually it's comp plans that are called stair-step breakaways. So if I helped you get the same position as I do, I don't get paid on them anymore. So then what's my incentive other than just loving to help people? But financially, there wasn't a deal like check matching. So when you look at all of this, what if you're an affiliate marketer? If you're an affiliate marketer, great. You can go to Apple and you can become a free affiliate. But now you got to do like, what is it, Marcus Brownlee? Now what you got to do is you got to do your own videos. You got to create your own website. You got to put together all the graphics. You got to do everything to sell or get people to click on the link and buy things. So now you got to be good at graphics. You got to be good at logos. You got to be good at marketing. You got to be good at advertising. You got to be good at all this stuff. You need a website. You need a mobile app. You need a merchant account. You need autoresponders. You need all of this stuff. And Josh says, listen, if you're an affiliate, you could just come in our company and use our website, our videos, our autoresponder, our back office, our accounting, our merchant account. It's like, what? So right now, My Daily Choice is a huge disruptor in the home-based business arena. Huge. Because what are the differences? One, you can help people get started with no money and help them get an additional payday. Two, the technology. It doesn't cost. It doesn't cost for your back office, cost for your website, cost for your autoresponder. It doesn't cost all that stuff. All that stuff, including the app, is free. Bigger pay. You know, a lot of companies, you know, I did a video and I didn't follow up on it, but I remember talking about QVC. I did a video on QVC and Home Shopping Club. But here's an update. I knew I would bring it up. So after I got done doing that video saying, wow, we got our own QVC and MDC and Josh Wagle put it all together for us. Well, I went to QVC and Home Shopping Network after that video. And guess what? You can become a free affiliate with both companies and you get paid 5%. Not 50%. You get 5%. You can become an affiliate for free, find every product that you like on QVC, and then you could go out of your way and share it with the world with enthusiasm, excitement. And if people click on the link, QVC will give you 5%. Now, what if you were an affiliate with Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, American Express? All these companies have affiliate programs. And what if you, as an affiliate, then wanted to teach me on how you got an extra paycheck, an extra gig economy? Well, now you couldn't show me because the company doesn't pay you. That dirty word, multi-level. Like real estate? Are you telling me that if an agent sells the home, they get a commission, and then the broker gets a commission, and then the franchise owner of RE/MAX gets a commission, and then also up here, the guy that created RE/MAX, you mean all of them get a part? Oh my God, that would be awful, wouldn't it? You know, like when an employee makes something, or their customer service, or the 90% of the people that actually get paid to support or make a product, and then the salesman goes out and sells something, and then after that salesman sells something, he gets a commission, but then they use some of that profit to pay all the employees that supported that. And then also, the upper executives get a percentage, the stockholders get a percentage, the CEO gets a percentage, and the owner gets a percentage. You mean sort of like that multi-level? I don't. You're exactly right, Marty. Why don't people understand that? It's because they don't want to understand it. They don't want to understand it. So a lot of people, when they go, I don't get this, you know what my first response usually is? Do you want to? And they go, what do you mean? Do you want to get it? Because you're participating in the middleman profit, whether you like it or not. Everything you purchase goes through a chain where multiple people or multiple companies get paid off of it. Everything. So people don't know that it goes from a place that makes it to, a international, an exporter, importer. When you buy stuff, multiple, if not, 3 or 5 or maybe 100 different people get paid for moving it. It needs to be, from the place that invented it to the place that gets it here, either on boat or plane. And from there, everyone gets a piece. You need to be a middle person. You notice how I took the middleman out of that? You need to be a middle person. You got to be a part of this gig economy. So guess what? MDC has that part as well. So now I can get in, learn to do this, supplement my income, make extra paychecks for me and my family, make a little more money, and then I get decisions. Money only gives you really 2 things. Money gives you decisions. You get to make more good, quality, awesome decisions. Now you also get to make some bad decisions. But money is only a tool. Money is only a tool, right? The other thing is it allows you to be able to help others, so you can give to children like I do, and orphanages and foster places that take care of kids because no one else is there for them, right? So the last point that I want to share with you is, so when people right now in the home-based business arena, the network marketing, multi-level gifting programs, all of that, this is what people in the world are looking for today. They're looking for flexibility. They're looking for fun. They're looking for freedom. The new generation, why McDonald's and fast food places have a signing bonus. You get an upfront signing bonus for working at a fast food restaurant. I never thought I would see that in my entire life. In every place that I see, even when we're in California and now that we're here in Montana, help wanted everywhere. Everyone's got help wanted signs. Why is it so hard to find people to work? It's because their standards changed. Their quality of life changed. When the pandemic hit and they found a way to work out of their home, and now they're like, hey, wait a minute. See, now everybody's like, hey, we need you to get in the car. We need you to get up really, really early. We need you to get in a car, spend an hour and a half in commute traffic, and then, work with us at our building. And you can't go home for lunch because you can't get there and back. And then we want you to spend an hour and a half commuting back. And people are like, no. They call it, quiet quitting. So right now the world is looking, and they're changing, looking how to connect in the gig economy, how to work when they want to, and is it little or much. If I don't want to work today. So that's why Uber and Lyft, just using this phone, disrupting the taxi industry. Uber Eats. It wasn't a surprise that it went from disrupting the taxis to helping people get food at home to now we'll pick up anything for you. Now they're like, hey, you know what? Can you deliver this package? Yeah. Can you take, whatever errand you used to do, including going grocery shopping. Now people are starting to understand, you know what? I like to pay people to do that. Now what happens? Now people are like, wait a minute. I can't afford to have all my stuff delivered to me. That costs too much money. I wonder if there's a way for me to make extra money. And I just shared with you all the different ways of disruption that is now available. There's people right now. My son had me watch a podcast with Joe Rogan. It's 3 hours. But I love information. But, there's going to be a whole group of people that are making a full-time income, whatever that number is, with fun, flexibility, and freedom. And they're going to be marketing what they have in the metaverse. So now there's a whole group of young stand-up comedians that have a comedy store in the metaverse. Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me? So, My Daily Choice is not your grandma and grandpa's network marketing company. My Daily Choice, in which Josh Wagel has created, is not your mom and dad's network marketing company or direct sales or whatever you call it, affiliate program. In fact, this is a new disruption that nobody else has. So right now, in closing, I want you to hear this one point. Please, please, please. You could even tell people, go to the back of the video and just listen to the last couple of minutes. You got to listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, because it's huge. Josh Wagel and MDC, if people would share with others what is uniquely different with My Daily Choice, then what's the same with every other network marketing company? See, if you're leading with the product, you know what every network marketing and every affiliate company have in common? They have a product. My product's better than yours. My product's better than yours. Mine's more exclusive. Mine's got more documentation. Mine's got positions. It's like, my product's better than yours. My product's better than yours. That's not a unique difference. My comp plan's better than yours. My comp plan's better than yours. That's not unique enough. Getting in for free. Having the technology that we have, having 900 plus products in multi-brands. Every company that hit $1 billion, we got that product too. Are you guys listening to me? It's a lot of companies get involved with one company and then the person has to move from company to company. How lucrative the compensation plan is for all different three, whether you're a customer person and an influencer, an affiliate, or a network marketer. What's another one? We're in 192 countries because of our digital product. Hey, excuse me. Are there people that you know that would like to get into the gig economy, but for whatever reason, the company that they're repping is not in that country? Yeah, I know a lot of people in other countries that are not able to get involved in what I'm doing. They can with us. Digital products like travel, savings, earning savings. People make millions and billions of dollars just off teaching people how to save on things that they already buy. Do you know how big the coupon industry is? It's like unbelievable. And yet we have a segment of that inside of MDC. Foreign exchange, Forex, crypto, learning how to trade online. We have everything. But where people mess up is they reach out to people and they talk the same language as everybody else. Uber and Lyft do not talk about the same language as taxi cabs. Airbnb and all these places that do stuff like that do not talk the hotel and motel language. Netflix does not talk the studio language. If you're going to be a part of the movement of being a disruptor And there's no doubt in my mind in the next 3 years, my daily choice is going to be a $1 billion monster. And the difference between people that are watching this video live or recorded that capitalize on that trend, capitalize on being a disruptor. And I know you guys have probably heard this before, but let me just throw this in. Every disruptor has a problem at the beginning. And so if you've heard of companies like Google, AOL, American Offline, they had a chance to buy Google and turned it down. Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix and turned it down. Are you guys hearing me? Facebook could have easily been bought by Facebook. Google or AOL or Microsoft. They just didn't see it. So I leave you with this. You got to find a unique way to get people educated about the gig economy because it's growing and it's going to continue to grow, and the gig is going to go right into the meta. And if you're ahead of the trend, if you're with the trend, then you can dominate on it and change your family tree. There'll be kids and grandkids and great-grandkids that will thank you for the rest of your life for focusing right now on what we got. So I love and appreciate you. I know you can do it. If you understand why I'm so excited is, yes, when I'm looking at the future of me and my family, I can guarantee you it's different than yours. See, some of you are just in another home-based business industry that sells products. Woohoo! I'm excited about selling products. Not! All right. I love and appreciate you. Please share this with everyone. That's a huge favor that you can do for me. And check out roberthollis.com/free. Check out some other videos. And guess what? We hit 5,000. Thank you so much. But please go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Robert Hollis. Please subscribe and click on notifications. I love and appreciate you. And if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. Take care. See you on the next video.